Alright, so let's look at some effects of Pitot-Static system malfunctions. Now we're climbing at 80 knots. Right now everything is working. Now let's just simulate the blockage of the Pitot tube while the static ports remain open. Alright, now the Pitot tube is blocked. You can see it doesn't have any effect on the altimeter or vertical speed indicator. Is still indicating correctly because the static port is still open. Now what happens if I continue my climb now is that the indicated airspeed will overread, so the speed will increase with altitude gain and it will decrease with altitude loss. So with any unreliable airspeed situation, you have to fly, well, by pitch and power. So correlate the speed to known pitch and power settings to find out if the speed is indicating correctly. And then also use ground speed from GPS or radar, and really just your ear and your eyes to judge the airplane's speed. If the reason is icing, the reason for the malfunction, of course, switch on your pitot heat, if you have it. Alright, now let's free the pitot tube again and let's block the static sources. Okay, you can now see we're actually still climbing, but the altimeter and vertical speed indicator doesn't show it anymore. Also, now with blocked static ports, the airspeed will decrease when climbing and increase when descending. So again, use pitch and power values to control your speed, as well as ground speed values. Of course, this is ground speed and not indicated speed, but it at least often gives you a rough estimate of your airspeed. At least you should be able to tell if you're going 120 knots or 60 knots. Of course, if you have lost your altitude indication, if you have a GPS, you can use GPS altitude as a rough guide. Of course, this is not equal to barometric altitude, but as I've said, just as a rough guide, you can use this. And if you're flying VFR, shouldn't be that much of a deal if you stay in good weather. In any case, if you have such malfunctions, inform ATC so that they know about your problem. In this case now, that they know, for example, that you are not able to keep an exact altitude. Alright, this concludes the demonstration of Pitot-Static system malfunctions. Thanks for watching, see you next time.